Nations. Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone.
Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. The storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. To break the chain that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
While they poppin' paparazzi pictures, I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and our home team on Sunday Night Primetime. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 60. 60 Eagles. Tight end going in motion here. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Open man, that's Dante Thornton. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 75 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. The second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2.
Get up.
Once again, it's Sampson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now, faking the give. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
Gain of 17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the set. Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. He's got it. And he will score. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Brooklyn. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Ready. Let's go.
Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Minnesota.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Ready.
Now give on the ground. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 9-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
Go.
They send the tight end in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Riker now on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Jets 7.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that is incomplete. And Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Inside run with Sampson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Chapter 11, Pat. Get it. 60, trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he will go all the way. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Brooklyn. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. The extra point is good. And the Jets will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
In motion, that's Thornton.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. That's London. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A gain of 61
A
yards.
big play for Minnesota. 61 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Minnesota. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings have broken the deadline as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one downfield for Okonkwo. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Back to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll get that out wide to Sampson, and he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
18 Cardinals. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he will have the 1st down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going.
35-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
And, Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Ready.
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
To the outside, catch made by Pickens. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11.
Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Sampson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to throw again. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Complete to Chase Okonkwo. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 19. Ready.
Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
The 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Here's Sampson. And the Jets are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Jets. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Jets are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions. Go ahead, go. Ready.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Hold it ready.
Here's 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That's caught. Right side, it's London. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
That's another Vikings first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. To the outside. Catch made by London. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Drake London. Touchdown Vikings.
Will Reichard
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And he's got it at the 1. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against corners coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break. But he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Crack all 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up at high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll start at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Ready.
Moving outside the pocket. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That gains an even 60 yards. They'll run with Sampson. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Now a run on 1st down. There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Here comes a return from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 9.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
30. That's good. For a Brooklyn 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Come on. Ready?
We're trying to run here with Sampson. A pickup there of 13. And the Jets have a 1st down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Leads to second and
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches. To be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready? Track him. 60. Go.
They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
Back to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Left side in the hands of London. And he is out of bounds. They'll mark him just shy of the 20. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Get it.
Now a give up the middle. Yeah.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here we go. Check. Check go.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Okay, great. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Ready, go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is taken in left side by Thornton. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Minnesota. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Makes the score Vikings 56, Jets 28.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's Okonkwo open left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jets, first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
That's another Jets, first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a first down.
27-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll look to throw yet again. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 30.
What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
4 yards loss on the play. Second
to the air one more time.
6-yard line.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Ready?
This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Brooklyn. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
For a two-point conversion.
That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Past midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he will get into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
The kick is good.
What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
And 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Ready, ready.
A give, it's Sampson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jets.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. We'll go for 2. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's now fourth down and 1.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Jets 42.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that had its share. 65 yards.
15-yard line.
Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Dylan Sampson was the man who was trying to hook up with this. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Open right side is Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard
And this
line.
completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week. And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard
throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
Come on. Set. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here we go. Set.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. Their winning ways continue.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it.